Jason, and I'm here from Experiences in Channeling. And today I'd like to bring forth a message. That sounds silly. Bring forth a message. So today I just want to talk a bit. So today I had a session with Brittany from Surfing Waves of Light. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about that. And before I do, this is my site in the back, Experiences in Channeling. I offer spiritual guidance, 3 different types of sessions here, and I also have a Lightworker group that you can join here, and there are 2 monthly channelings, live Q&A channelings, where you bring your questions, and then you also get access to this, which is all of the archives from 2023 up until now. And you get a monthly sound bath, which I am working on the sound bath for this month today. Yes, so I want to share that. And just a little bit of the yin and yang. Here it is. This is our paradigm, the yin and yang symbol, where there are 2 different sides and they're always equally in balance. And we are attempting to walk down this middle path. So we see everything playing out, but we're not getting involved. We're not getting into the battleground. We're just remaining neutral, understanding that everything has its purpose, and sometimes we don't know what the purpose is, and so there's no reason for us to jump into judgment for something we don't understand. Why judge? How can you judge something that you don't understand? So judging implies that you understand. Yes, so that's that. So today I had a session with Brittany from Surfing Waves of Light. Here's her site, surfingwavesoflight.com, and she offers all kind of different types of sessions. So today I had a channeling session. So, but she has energy healing session, surfing session, channeling, and yeah. So if you're interested, please check it out. She's really great, and also check out her YouTube channel if you get a chance. So in today's session, so I really wanted a second opinion. So I've been channeling my guides a lot and asking them about this limbo that I've been in for a long time. I'm in between 2 different places. I don't know what I'm doing, and similar to most of my life, I'm just kind of floating through my life. It seems like no matter what I do, I don't quite fit in, and no matter what I say, it's never quite right. The right thing for the right situation, and just always kind of floating, even in situations where I assume I shouldn't float, where everyone's floating, I'm floating even more. So but anyway, in my life at this moment, I'm kind of in a limbo where I kind of have a direction forward that my guides have given me, but at the moment I'm still kind of in this waiting period, in this limbo period. And so, and every time I ask my guides, they say, just wait. Don't do anything too big. Just let this time be this time. Enjoy this time. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to push anything. You don't have to take on anything big. This is just a time. This is the in-between time. And so, and every time I ask them, that's what they tell me. And it's just like, I want a second opinion. So I called up Brittany and asked for a session from her, and but I got the same message. So there you go. I'm in limbo, and a lot of us are in limbo at the moment. But the wonderful part about the limbo that she channeled today was that we are doing the limbo because that's what's coming for everyone. So the idea of the limbo at the moment, we're in between different things. We're kind of, like my guys were saying, we're in this transition period. We're in between 2 different worlds, the old world that we came from and the new world that we're going into. And we're in this transition period where all of the things that used to have meaning for you tend to stop. They start to lose their meaning. And it's just like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? And we were both conferring the same thing, that we actually ended up with a lot of time. I have a lot of time now because I'm not chasing after all those different things that I was chasing after. It's just like, and when you stop chasing, you have a lot of time in your mind and also a lot of time in your life, because you're not doing things because result-based actions. I have to do this and this and this, and then that way I can do this. It's just like you're just letting the universe just following the path of the universe. And so it can feel like you're in limbo, but what we're doing is we're kind of clearing the way for all the other people that will be coming, because they will be also the people that are still on the earth will be losing everything as well, just like we have, but we are kind of in the vanguard, we're in the forefront, and we're just going through it. And so it was nice to get a second opinion. I think I'm going to get a lot more second opinions. So so I wanted to share that about being in limbo. And in addition to that, I wanted to share a little bit about, so I am, at the moment, I am, I'm channeling not a lot of beings, actually, just two beings at the moment, two or three beings from the Tartaria times, from a previous civilization that isn't really, that was lost to a lot of the history textbooks. And so I'm sure a lot of people that are listening to this probably already know what Tartaria is and what it means. So I don't have to explain it, I think. But if you're curious, just look it up online, or if you want a really in-depth session on it, just check out Mind Unveiled. They have some amazing, really long videos that they go very, very much in depth into it. So I would leave it up to them to explain it. But a former civilization that was advanced, and so I've been channeling them. Two members. So one person is Edward, the other is Juliet, and then there was another person. And but what I'm hold on, I guess I don't need this. But what I've been doing recently is channeling them. And what they had suggested to me is that it might be a good time to open that up to the public. So what I'm thinking about doing is doing like a public channeling. Not on YouTube, but it's going to be a Zoom call that people can join into, and then you can just ask your Tartaria questions. So it's going to be, I guess, like, I'm thinking about like maybe like make it like a 3-hour sort of thing, like a big, because I'm writing a book about their advice and all the stuff that they've been telling me, but I feel like my perception, my opinion, my perspective, I think there's a lot of better questions that I could ask. And so I want to open this up to a lot of people so that they can just ask questions and we can get those answers, the ones that I'm not tuning into, maybe more about their daily lives and everyday things. So I'm thinking about that. I'll make a notice about that when that happens. And so and their advice is really wonderful, because they kind of experimented with a sort of ascended society within a third dimension. It was third dimensional, but they created a higher frequency, and so their advice would be really, really helpful for us now going into this new territory as well. I think that's a big reason why they're coming through a lot. So so I wanted to share those two things today, and so I should have named this thing Second Opinion. So let me go into channeling, and I'm just going to ask them if they have anything to add to all of this today. And here we go. Greetings, we are Esmeralda, and we are here, and we're very happy to be here with all of you on this planet, this beautiful, beautiful blue planet that you all live on. This is such a beautiful place, such a place that doesn't exist anywhere else in the universe. Such a beautiful, beautiful place. There are places that exist that are similar, but not exactly like this place. This place is a very, very special place. And so what we often tell this being, and we would recommend to all of you, is enjoy these last vestiges of the third dimension. Enjoy this time on this planet within this dimension, because it will not go back. There isn't a time that will go back to this time. You are moving out of this time, and you are part of the transition team. You are transitioning this planet over into the fifth dimension. You are allowing the energy to flow through you, and thus to flow through all of the people that are around you. Many of you, and we would say almost all of you that listen to this channel, are light workers, and you are channeling light. You're bringing down light, and then you are stabilizing it into this third dimension in order to help with this transition, so the transition can move as smoothly as possible. And that is one of the main reasons that you are here. And while a lot of you feel like you are in limbo, you feel like you're in between two things, the reason is because you are. And just to accept that and understand that, and that this limbo time is another time. You have gone through many different times in your life. You've gone through times when you were young. You've gone through times where you just started school. You've gone through times where you finished school. You've gone through times where you were afraid, times when you were happy. And this is just another time. This is a transition time. And this is a part of a process. Understanding that with every process that you go through in your life, there is always a transition time. And be it longer or shorter, this one is quite long, yes, we would say. But this is a wonderful thing, a wonderful training session for all of you to understand what a transition energy feels like, so that wherever you are in your next incarnation, or wherever you are in this next frequency, there will be transitions. There always are transitions from one thing to another. And so if you are now basking in this transition energy, you understand what it feels like. And so it will not be something new or frightening or scary, and you understand it deeply, intensely. You understand this energy to its core. And so if you understand something like that to its core, and you understand that there's nothing to be afraid of, and you understand that it is just a waiting time, then you can understand that and teach others as well. It's important for you to understand this so that you can teach others how to wither this energy, because that is what you are training to do at this moment. You are all training to be guides, and that is the reason why you're holding on to this energy, this higher level energy, because you are training to be guides. But it's important, in order to give this advice, in order to help others, you need to have experienced it yourself, just like anything that you would teach. If you haven't truly experienced it, you can't truly teach it. And so that is what you're doing. You're learning about this energy, this transition energy. And also, in addition to that, you are drawing down the energy from the place that you are going, and bringing it down and infusing this area with it, so that this area will slowly meld into this fifth dimensional state. You are bridges, you are building bridges, you're building pathways, you're building ways through this dense energetic field, and you're showing the way for others as well, even though it does not feel like you're doing that, even though throughout your day it seems like you're doing everyday things. You might be going to work, you might be going to the store, you might be going shopping, you might be buying groceries, you might be stuck in traffic, but what you're actually doing is saving the world. So understand this: you are saving the world in every single second of the day, and every beautiful thing that you do. All right, so great. Hey, Michael, good to see you. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. But yeah, so those were the two things I wanted to talk about today: the limbo period, and then this open Tartaria thing. So yeah, if anyone has any questions or anything, yeah, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm looking for a whole bunch, and I'm gonna have that session sometime. I think sometime maybe in a month or two. And for the members, it's going to be, I think we're going to do it like half price. And for everyone else, it's going to be cheap, real cheap. I mean, I don't know what cheap is anymore. I live in Japan, so the dollar is very strong and the yen is very weak. So I don't know what's cheap anymore, but because in Japan, I've lived here for 20 years, and nothing's changed. Like, the prices are pretty much the same, and the salaries have not changed at all. Other countries like America, I've seen like the salaries go up and up and up. Like, our salaries here have been the same, and the prices are just going up. So we're kind of slowly like living with less and less. But yeah, so I don't know what's anymore. Sometimes when I go back to America and I find like the prices of things, like, wow, $20 for lunch, what? But so and I think that's going to change now with the economy shifting and changing. But yeah, yeah, I know a lot of American people are coming to Japan these days because their money can go really far. They're just, you know, buying all these like amazing. They're as you probably know, there's like Kobe beef, right? But in Japan, one of the most famous is the Matsuzaka beef, and there's all kinds of different famous, and some of those, you know, like you can get a steak that's like $500, but it'll be like $500 in Japanese yen, so it'll be like half of that. And so people are just coming over and living like kings, and we're just like, oh. um, but anyway, so that sorry, digression, complete and utter digression. So, and yeah, so I'm thinking about doing that soon. And so yeah, as Esmeralda said, enjoy these last vestiges of the third dimension. And yeah, just I guess enjoy it for what it is. Limbo is fun. Limbo's an interesting game. I never understood never understood it, but I guess that's why we're all going through it, trying to figure it out. So anyway, I hope you guys are hopeful, and hopefully I will see you soon. And whoa, this is full of tea. Go beach. All right.